Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to RC Mechanic Garage. What we have before us is a box that I purchased like, a good year ago. A good year. Not sure if it was a good year, but you know, I think what's in here is a D90, right? It's an Injora Body. And it feels pretty dang heavy. So suppose we finally open it up and take a look at it. I tell you, my go-to knife is what some people call a hobby knife, but I call it an X-Acto knife. But it seems to be the only thing that's around. Oh my gosh, look at all that. Look at it. Okay. We have decals. We have instruction book. What the heck? What's that? Looks like door panels right here and a whole bunch of bubble wrap with parts trees in it. Well, this already looks like it's going to be involved. There's the door, the hood, and we have fender flares right there. Some other parts I don't know where to go to yet because I haven't not read the instructions. More doors, glass, and lenses. Red lenses. Oh, that's kind of neat, right? I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I believe Injora still sells it. So we have amber, seats, more seats, and it looks like more glass, like a whole bag full of glass. Headlight buckets. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. The dash. I know that is. That's the dash. I think we're getting to the body part. Alright, so I do remember this part. I do remember that I ordered it already painted, and I ordered it already painted because I really suck at painting lately, and it's just best that way. Okay, I actually like that color. I don't even remember what color I ordered it. Alright, so it goes together something like that. It's kind of like a metallic gray. And it came with the interior mostly there. And the windshield part frame is mostly there. Looks like these are side windows. Alright, the only thing left in the box now is the roof. And that's the roof. Okay, so when it comes to the Injora stuff, I have not ever been disappointed like with anything they sell. So what we're going to do in this video is go ahead and put this together, and we're just going to add another truck to my list for 2025, and that's fine. I mean, it's good, right? There's an instruction manual. I'm just still, I can't get over that. Get through that instruction manual and we'll put this thing together. Well, I got everything all laid out here on the D110 Injora Body, and as you can see, there is a mess of parts here. I will say it is the most involved body I've ever put together from Injora, and this might take a little bit. So I've been looking through the manual here, and what it looks like is that the windshield folds down, I think. Don't quote me on that, but there's hinges for it, okay? The hood opens, the doors open. It's very detailed. Very, very, very detailed. All right. And yeah, this is just incredible. I will say that most likely what will happen here is we're going to have to do this in more than one part, because I don't think you really want to watch me go through all this. But there's 23 steps to this. The only thing I did not see is decals for like gauges and stuff. I didn't see any of that, and I really wish there was some. I may have to get creative on the internet and find some. I am not sure. But 23 is like 23 steps is what we have. So I want to see if we can at least get through to step 10. I mean, that gets the front together, doors on, and the body secured together. So, all right. I'm going to take what I don't need and put it in one pile and focus on what's first, and that would be step 1. Okay, step 1 is the window frame, wipers, and stuff like that. Then we go on the headlight buckets, grill, and then we put it onto the front. Let's see if we can get through that right now. All right, so on the windshield, in step 1, they say to put the windshield in, the wipers, and there's some hinges right here, right? So first thing I found is that windshield will snap into the bottom right here, but not on the top. So I guess I'm gonna have to glue that. So we're gonna go ahead and find some. All right, I guess I dropped it or something. I don't know. I had to get a new one out. So we're gonna just go ahead and put dabs of glue like here, here, here. Maybe we'll put them on all the dots. Yeah, there we go. And I'll go ahead and clamp it. Let's grab several clamps. We're just going to go ahead. I notice it likes to bow right up in this area, so we'll put one right about there. Maybe right about there. I'll grab more clamps than I needed. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and let that dry, and then we'll get back to the rest. In the meantime, I'm going to grab, there's wipers that need to go on here. So let's see. This parts tree right here. We have this wiper and that wiper. Okay. Then we have some hinges. Hinges. Alright, let me get done with that, and then I'll be right back. Well, look at that. We're already up to step 3. And looks like the next steps basically going to be putting doors together. You see that? Hopefully. And this is what it turned out like so far. Once I figured out what screws to use, I mean, I thought I didn't have them, and then I realized that they were stuck to the bottom of, see how what that does? Anything metal? Yep. They were stuck to the bottom of one of these, so I did have it, and you know, that's alright. So hey, I ended up putting in the wrong screws and they didn't work, so I pulled out those and I found the right ones and I put those in, and now the grill is really nice and tight. Okay. The other thing I need to do is I guess get my glue gun out and glue gun this windshield in place. The super glue method didn't work out so well because I didn't want to go into the places I wanted it to go into. Next thing we're going to do now, I guess, are doors. I'll show you what we have going on with that. Well, I went ahead and I assembled 3 of the doors right here. Here's the front one. This one I have not finished yet. I'm going to show you how it goes back together. 2 rear doors are done. Panels are in. Just going to show you how these go together. And it's actually pretty simple. So we just take, let's move that over. Take this door right here. This here is a hinge. Okay? And it sits right up in here. And like so-ish. Like that. And then we take this piece here with the big hole in it, with the notch facing up, you kind of push it down in place like that. Okay? And then this one here has a bevel to it. The bevel faces forward like that. And then we put 4 screws in here. Alright, put the other 3 in. And then we go ahead and put the door panel on. Door panel basically just sits right up here, kind of like that. The window gets sandwiched in between. Like that. As you can see, it all snaps right into place. So, okay, and then it just goes like that, and that's it. That's done. So I'm gonna put the screws in, and I'll see you in a minute. Well, while I was assembling this, I ran into some problems, and it seems like I'm missing hardware. Luckily, I have 2 or 3 sets of these here floating around, and I gotta say, if anybody is new into the hobby, go ahead and get yourself one of these. It's a random bolt, a screw kit, has pins, washers, things like that in there, and it can save the day. Now luckily I've done this for a little bit, so I do have a stockpile of stuff. So I had that kit I just showed you. I had to grab some screws from it and put it in here, and hopefully they won't be an issue. But we're going to find out. All right. And the other is on the doors. I'm missing the screws for those. So I grabbed with all the aluminum wheels I've done. I usually end up with a few extras of screws for those, so hopefully they're going to work. I mean, they go into here just fine, but if they won't hang up on anything else, that'll be, I call that golden, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put these doors on, and we'll see what they look like. Doors are on, and they don't really line up very well, but I'm hoping that once the rest of the body is all together, you know, like the roof, interior, things like that, that everything will line up much better. Other than hardware issues, which I've had hardware issues with expensive kits, and I've had hardware issues with cheap kits. So it's not something that's, you know, all Injora, right? It's just the way it goes. So anyway, the doors are on. We're all the way up to step 10 now. The one other thing I didn't mention is that the screws for the mirrors, ended up using screws for a micro server. Yeah, one of these here kits. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen them before, but yeah, they give you these other kinds of arms. So I may need to change them at one point, but it's looking pretty good so far, I think. Not sure what's going on with the white on this here, unless it's because I glued the handle on and the super glue gonna pass its way up, but I can cover that up with some flat black. Alright, so we're up to step 10. That's the end of this part of the Injora D110 build, and next one will be, well, we're gonna finish it. If you like this video, you know what to do. Just give me a like, click, subscribe, leave a comment on anything, and if you've built one of these kits before, let me know, because if you have, I'd like to know your experience on it. And at the moment, I'm not too dissatisfied. I'm just, I'm glad I didn't get that unpainted one, because I really suck at that whole fine, paint stuff. Alright, so this is RC Mechanic Garage. Just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the other end of this.